Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news making headlines today. As the relentless heat continues across the nation, Seoul saw temperatures climb above 40 degrees Celsius on Friday. Temperatures approached 40 degrees in many other areas as well, including Yeongwon and Yeoju, in Miryang. According to the Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency on Friday, the cumulative number of cases recorded by the agency's heat-related illness surveillance system, which began operating in mid-May, climbed to 2,872. The extreme heat is expected to ease somewhat over the weekend, but hot weather will continue, while heavy rain is forecast along the east coast. A 15% tariff on products derived from polysilicon, a key material for semiconductors and solar panels, will be put into effect by the U.S. on December 4th. That comes after U.S. President Donald Trump signed a proclamation on Thursday local time, saying the measure was necessary to ensure that imports of polysilicon and its derivatives do not threaten the country's national security. Thursday's measure also sets minimum import prices at $21 per kilogram for polysilicon and $100 per kilogram for polysilicon ingots and wafers, aimed at preventing dumping of low-cost imports while protecting U.S. producers. The measures also cover products used in the solar industry, as Washington seeks to strengthen a domestic solar supply chain that has long relied heavily on foreign production. President Lee Jae-myung has vowed to make Korea a country where state violence is never repeated and human rights are respected. Launching a state body to redress past atrocities, President Lee invited victims of state violence to the Blue House on Friday and offered an apology. He promised to uncover the truth by complementing investigations and added that a statute of limitations will not be applied to cases involving state violence. The Third Truth and Reconciliation Commission has been launched to look into forced adoption overseas and human rights abuses committed by social welfare facilities or detention facilities decades ago. Finance Minister Koo Yoon-chul says that the government will soon unveil targeted support measures to ease difficulties faced by people looking to get a mortgage. Speaking in a phone interview with local media on Friday, Koo acknowledged the need to ease lending restrictions for certain groups, including young people, newlyweds and first-time homebuyers. He also said additional housing supply and financial measures will be rolled out soon, with a focus on increasing the supply of non-apartment housing. As for further measures on single-stock leveraged ETFs, which have been criticized for fueling market volatility, Koo said the government will continue monitoring the market and decide whether additional action is needed. U.S. President Donald Trump says he believes the war with Iran could be over soon, as questions grow over American weapons supplies and negotiations continue over shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Speaking to reporters Thursday, Trump also acknowledged that the U.S. military has faced supply issues with some weapons, but said that the U.S. has an unlimited supply of most ammunition. Meanwhile, according to the Iranian dissident outlet Iranmer, Iran's supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, who has never appeared in public since succeeding his father, is reportedly in grave condition. He was reportedly wounded in the late February strike that killed his father. President Pezeshkian said in an interview broadcast on state television this week that communication with the supreme leader has become very difficult. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.